is going on, Sagittarius? Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of December. And I do want to say happy birthday to all of my Sagittariuses out there. It is Sag season, so you already know it's about to be some fiery, passionate, intense energy going into December for the Sag season. So we're going to be hopping into your energies, seeing exactly what's going on for you specifically. This is going to be a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. But if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel like always. If it does not, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the other tarot readers that are on YouTube because there's so many of us these days, right? So this is going to be your present spread right here, Sagittarius. This will be your main storyline that we're talking about. After that, we're going to be hopping into your futuristic energies on the left side, and this will also be your supporting details. And then we'll wrap it up with a fairy card from you right there. The cards are pre-shuffled, so if that triggers you in some type of way, I am sorry. It just takes me forever to shuffle and to pull cards, approximately 20 minutes every time, so I do that off camera. Other than that, if you guys don't already follow me on IG, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, and we can connect there. That'll be another platform just to see, some other types of messages. And Sag, I have not spoken to you guys in a long time, very long time. So thank you for being patient with me. I haven't been active on my channel in recent times because it was a lot going on energetically and on all levels. So I'm back now, and we're about to hop into this reading. Let's do this, Sag. All right, so crowning your reading, we do have the Four of Wands clarified by the Five of Cups. So I do feel like in the month of December, you guys could definitely be dealing with some type of partnership with the Four of Wands, or you could definitely be trying to manifest some type of partnership, because the Four of Wands is speaking to some type of union. It could be talking about a partnership. It could be a relationship, a soulmate, contract, something along those lines. But I like to see the Four of Wands the most talking about a partnership where two people come together to build something, to build stability, to build a stable foundation, to build some type of legacy at the end of the day, right? Because we have the 2 and 2, also 11-11. This a lot of times does represent a twin flame card too. If this could be you on that twin flame path, maybe this is the thing that's at the forefront of your mind for the month of December, right? Maybe you want that as your birthday gift, to have a twin flame reunion in some type of way. But we do have it clarified by the Five of Cups. So this could be talking about some type of disappointment. Maybe it could be talking about memories or experiences that you have had in previous relationships, and how maybe it's a struggle for you to begin a new relationship or begin a new partnership, because you've had so many different experiences in the past where maybe things didn't work out as you thought they would, right? Or maybe there was so many challenges and, just things that hurt you overall. The Five of Cups does talk about regret, and it does talk about wishing that things could have been different. Also kind of crying over spilled milk in some type of way. So maybe in the month of December, you guys are kind of like going down memory lane and thinking about an older connection that you were once in, maybe wanting that to come back around. Maybe wanting it to be some type of reunion or reconciliation in some type of way. But that doesn't have to be everybody, because this is a general reading. For other people, other Sagittariuses, right? This could be you, like I said, just thinking about how things didn't work out in past relationships and how you don't want that to happen in a newer relationship, right? So while you're manifesting this new connection, this new partnership, this new soulmate relationship, you're definitely wanting to manifest it in a way where it won't play out the same way it has in the end. Or, in the past, not the end. So yeah, this is a kind of different dynamic right here, because on one end you have the Four of Wands, which is talking about a celebration. It's talking about a union, right? It's talking about two people coming together and merging their lives, and really it's happy times, right? It's festive. But then clarifying it, we have the Five of Cups. So this is a opposite energy, which talks about disappointment, things going wrong, right? Things not coming together as planned. So maybe this could be a dynamic that you're dealing with if you're speaking to someone in December or trying to build with someone in December. Your mind could be going back and forth between two different ideas of thinking maybe, yes, this can work out, but then on the other hand, maybe this won't work out and it'll be the same way that things have went in the past. So maybe that's two different ideas that you'll be struggling with, right? In December, two opposing ideas, two different ends of the spectrum. Polarized almost is what I'm hearing. Between things working out, being happy, being blissful, being as you envisioned they could be for you inside of love or a relationship. And then the other end of that is the doubt, the fear of things not working out and things going wrong. So I do feel a duality in your energy, Sagittarius. Under that, we do have the Five of Wands, right? Another five. And it's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So Five of Wands is talking about some type of conflict that could be happening. And for you guys, I really think this could possibly be an internal conflict, an internal struggle, where all of your different voices are speaking at one time, right? Not saying that you have a multiple personality disorder or anything like that. I'm just talking about how we see things from different points of view a lot of times, right? And maybe your emotions are saying one thing and your logical mind is saying another thing and your physical body is saying something else, right? Because we are multidimensional beings. Maybe your spiritual perception is perceiving it from one way, but your lower self or lower nature is perceiving it from a whole nother way. So a lot of times when we have the Five of Wands here, this does talk about that internal conflict, that internal struggle that happens between our different points of view, our different voices that we have to perceive, right? The different lenses we can put on to view our reality. So once again, this to me seems to be like a struggle about something that could be coming in to create abundance, right? And I do strongly feel like this could have something to do with a soulmate relationship, a partnership. Because right here you have the Ten of Pentacles, right? Which talks about abundance, which talks about, material wealth, stability. And if this is happening within a relationship, it's kind of like you hit the jackpot, right? You could be connecting with somebody that is very much so for your higher good, where you two can create abundance together, where the energy that you guys create together is very abundant, very loving, very open, very free, right? Very a higher vibration is what I'm feeling when we're talking about abundance. And it could also, right, be talking about how you guys can come together to build material wealth, because Four of Wands is definitely talking about a partnership in all areas. A business partnership, a love partnership, an emotional partner, like all these things. So you have this high level of abundance with this person, but once again, you're struggling, maybe going back and forth with trying to realize, is it that or is it not? Is it real or is it fake, right? Is it just another illusion? Is it just somebody wearing a false mask again that's going to fool you in the end? So you're definitely having to face some of your past hurts. You're definitely having to face your doubting mind in December when it comes down to this level of abundance that kind of is here for you right in front of your face and wants to come in, right? Right over here we have the Three of Swords once again. The same type of energy, this past disappointment, this hurt, this pain that may have been caused by past relationships, right? That maybe you're still dealing with, maybe you're still healing from. This could also be talking about trauma in general, childhood trauma, adolescent trauma, adult trauma, however or whenever it happened. This Three of Swords is talking about some type of emotional pain and heartbreak. So I feel like when it's clarified by the Page of Wands here, you're wanting to have this new beginning, maybe this new start with this soulmate, with this partner that's coming in, and it seems very abundant and it seems very promising, and it really attracts you. Maybe there's a strong attraction between you two, but the thing that is holding you back once again is some type of hurt or pain that you're having to face, you're having to deal with. This person could be triggering your trauma that you haven't yet dealt with. And so once again there is this struggle that's happening, this back and forth about whether this is real or not, whether you should take this chance or not, whether this is a new beginning for you or whether it's going to be a repeat of an older cycle. All right, Sagittarius, so we have a certain dynamic that you're working through, you're struggling through, you're feeling yourself through, you're healing through. The good news is that right underneath the deck, right at the bottom of your energy, stabilizing, balancing everything, is the World card, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So two great cards, one major arcana and one ace. So the World card does talk about this brand new beginning coming in, right? This does talk about you crossing over through that portal that maybe you were second guessing, maybe you were trying to figure out, maybe you were, doubting at the end of the day. But with the World card, this does talk about you transforming to match this new vibration that you're kind of attracting to yourself. The World card also can talk about an in-between phase that you have in between two new cycles, or in between one older cycle, right? And then a newer cycle coming up ahead. And you're taking the time to review the past, to process the past, right? To think about all the lessons that you learned in the past, even though they could have been painful, even though they could have hurt you, even though it could have been a struggle. And while you take this time out to process it all, you're thinking about how you're going to start moving forward, right? Because this person in the World card, I always like to focus on the point that she's kind of looking back at her past, looking back at the cycle that she's leaving, but her body is moving forward into the newer cycle. So she's doing a review, right? She's thinking about everything that she's leaving behind and everything that she's learned along the way, but her body is kind of being carried forward into this brand new cycle while she's looking back about what, to what she's leaving. So this is talking about, even though it may be a struggle with you coming into this newness, into this new level of abundance, into this new partnership, and still thinking about the past and that Five of Cups energy, and still struggling with things that could have hurt you, like the Three of Swords energy, you're still able to continue to move forward. And I think this is happening because you're getting some type of clarity that's coming in, right? A lot of times when we have that internal conflict, when we struggle against, things that have happened in the past, or what is real or what's fake, or, trying to make an option or trying to choose an option, that's because there is a lack of clarity. So you have the Ace of Swords here, which brings in this clarity, right? This clarity of mind, this sound judgment, this discernment that I feel like you could have definitely adopted through all of the things that you have worked through in the past, through all the experiences that could have hurt you or could have been challenging, or, were a struggle to you. This is making your level of discernment kind of jump up to heights because you're moving forward now into this brand new cycle. And I feel like you're getting some type of reassurance that's coming in from the universe to let you know, like, yes, this may be scary. Yes, it feels like you're taking a chance. Yes, you've been hurt in the past, right? Yes, things have fallen apart and have been very disappointing in the past, right? But this is a brand new cycle for you. This is not the same cycle. You don't have to worry about the same exact thing happening that has happened in the past. Even if things have happened over and over and over again in the past, you could have been stuck in one same cycle. But I am here to read the energies for you, Sagittarius, and I can tell this is a brand new karmic cycle for you. It's a new set of rules. It's a new set of energies that you're dealing with. So you're really brushing off those older energies, and they're not allowed to come into this brand new cycle. So maybe that's why you're having this struggle, because you're processing all this new energy and shedding off all the old energy. I like how this person is taking off the mask. It's kind of like you're shedding that person that you used to be, or the person that has dealt with so much of this past hurt, and you're taking it off to see like what it has formed underneath the surface, right? Your skin is kind of like peeling off for this brand new cycle that you're coming in, and it kind of matches because it is your new year, right? It is your birthday in the month of December. So it's kind of like you're taking on this brand new self, this brand new you, right? You've shedded so much of the hurt and the pain, so much of the older emotions, the trauma. And this person in this card is naked, right? Like the only thing that she is clothed with is what I feel to be spiritual wisdom. Because that purple to me does represent royalty, but it also represents some type of spiritual enlightenment, spiritual wisdom that was gained through those older cycles. You're also having people notice that there is a change and a shift that's happening with you, because I always see the world card as the internet card, or the card that you have a certain audience looking at you, whether it's online or whether it's in your community. People can see this transformation that's happening for you, and you entering into this brand new cycle and leaving certain things behind. So some of you guys could definitely be physically moving from out of one position to the other. This could have to do with moving from, one place that you're living to another place, or moving across seas, or moving to another state or city. You also could be dealing with someone that is kind of far off, with the world card being here, or having this connection, this soulmate connection with somebody that is kind of maybe not right there in close proximity, but the connection is close. This is the world card, right? You're reaching out into the world, right? It's kind of you have a connection here that's kind of has reached out to you, and you're reaching out to it at the same time, and you're moving forward in your truth and in such confidence, but it is going to be after you have a certain internal struggle, after you deal with some of the pain and the heartbreak that comes from the past. But the truth is that is a past feeling, and it doesn't really match the new energy that's coming in for you, the new soulmate, or the new partnership, or the new connection. All right, so you do have the Queen of Swords here, right? Where you probably could be in the Queen of Swords energy in December when it comes down to the soulmate, right? The Six of Cups is a soulmate. It is a past life soulmate or lover. So this person could be brand new in your life, but there is a real familiarity to this connection and to their energy. And you guys are meshing in some type of way, right? Really connecting. But you are kind of dealing with this person as a Queen of Swords type of attitude. And that just goes to all of what I was just speaking about, right? It's a struggle. It was pain and hurt from the past. There's trauma that's being dealt with and processed. So you've been through a lot, Sagittarius, in love, in relationships in general. And so you really don't have the time to play. It's you really don't want to be that person who has to learn a lesson all over again that you've already learned. So you are looking at this person, sizing them up, really putting them on a chopping block, and seeing if they will make the cut or not. But you really can't deny at the same time that it is a soulmate. And we have a lot of soulmates that we deal with. But when it is a past life soulmate, there is a certain strength to this connection. It's a very deep connection is what I'm definitely feeling. So you're not going to be so quick to cut it out as quick as you could have been with other people, because there's a deepness to this connection. But even though you understand it is a soulmate, you're definitely still very logical about how you approach it. You still have a certain standard or set of rules that you're putting this person to. You're holding them up to a certain standard, even though it is a deep connection, right? And I feel like you are accepting of them, but it's kind of like you're making sure that they match your core beliefs and your core values before you will really open all the way up to them. Definitely. But I like that, Sagittarius. That's a balanced approach. Because on one hand, I always like about this Queen of Swords energy. In one hand, she's accepting. She's saying, come hither, right? She's saying, come closer. You can come on. But just know that in my other hand, I have a sword. And if you get out of line, I will cut you off. No matter if you're a soulmate or a twin flame or a divine partner or whatever. Like, you're bound to get cut if you act up. So this is the attitude that you have with this person moving forward. Let's go into your futuristic energy and see what's happening. You do have the Empress. You have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Wands and then the Six of Pentacles. I like that combination. Starting off with the Empress card, you guys could be showing up as the Empress in your own reading, right? You could definitely be somebody that's very magnetic, attractive, creative, abundant right now. Really thinking about your longevity, really in a nurturing type of energy, and really manifesting some type of new beginning. Because the Empress is a master manifester. She's very, very magnetic and attractive, and things just fall in her lap because she has so much of abundance around her. She loves herself to the max. And because she has so much self-love, it's kind of like people want to come give her love because she loves herself. So this is clarified by the Sun energy, which is a definite match, because to me, this is definitely looking like some type of union, right? Just seeing these people hugging in the sun, right? It talks about a level of fertility also, which is matching the Empress energy, right? The sun may be shining after a dark period in your life when it comes down to relationships and love. A lot of people are getting these divine partnerships and connections in the month of December. So this is interesting. Every other reading that I've done for everybody else is kind of talking about some type of love connection or partnership in some type of way. So for you, you're definitely still dealing with that, Sagittarius, in your futuristic energy. This coming together, this deep embrace between two different people, this growth and abundance that it seems like they're creating with their energies. This deep emotional bond, right? The sun is shining. It's also bringing this clarity in between you and the other person. With the sun shining on this relationship, it's bringing it. It's bringing you out of that doubt. It's bringing you out of those fears that could have definitely been in the relationship from the beginning, But I feel like you have dealt with this. A level of clarity has come in, that's matching the Sagittarius season, and you're wanting to move forward in a certain type of way and create this abundance with this person. Three of Pentacles is here talking about the collaboration that's happening, right? Like I said, I feel that this is a partnership that you're having with someone, and maybe you're definitely wanting to collaborate in more ways than one. This here talks about a collaboration in business, right? Talking about teaming up, joining finances together, joining ideas, creating some type of abundance, some type of business, right? And even if you guys are not joining together on creative projects or businesses, it just seems like you could be, like I said, joining finances together. And it's funny because the Nine of Pentacles is here, so she's looking over at the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes down to what you do possess and what you do own, you're thinking about joining forces with somebody else to collaborate. to bring those finances to the table and grow it even more, because there's a certain of abundance you can have just by yourself in the Nine of Pentacles energy, which it feels like you could already be here. But the Nine of Pentacles is right before the Ten of Pentacles, and a lot of times the Ten of Pentacles is a joint effort. It's just like the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is, you can have it by yourself, but a lot of times in the imagery is talking about two different people coming together. It's talking about two homes combining, or, you know. So I feel like this is what you're definitely looking forward to doing in the future with this person. There is a high level of passion that's here too in this relationship. I think this whole reading is about this relationship. Ace of Wands is like the passion coming in. And I feel like this level of passion is going to be an awakening, a catalyst for you too. The both of you, right? The Judgment card talks about a divine awakening, the trumpet blowing, the alarm clock going off. And the thing that's setting off this awakening or this activation that you two could be experiencing is the amount of passion you have for each other, the amount of attraction, the sexual attraction, also the sexual chemistry could definitely be used to activate you on a spiritual level. Let's go, Sagittarius. Who is this that you're dealing with? Yeah, it seems very much so like a good connection that's for your highest good, because the Judgment card is getting involved. This is deep spirituality that has everything to do with your calling, your purpose, your path, your soul's mission. And it's being activated, I feel, by this other person you're dealing with. Come on, Sag. What's good? Right below that, we do have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, which does talk about this equal give and take, right? Giving and receiving in a balanced way. You see how those scales are balanced? They're not out of balance. It's not one higher than the other. This is equal give and take. So I feel like there's a I never can say this word right. Reciprocity or reciprocation of energies when it comes down to everything, right? Like I said, both of you guys are bringing something to the table. And it doesn't have to all be finances, right? Like one person could have more finances than the other person, but another person is bringing ideas or a deep level of love and respect and, you know, loyalty, or the other person is bringing the sexual chemistry. Like it could be whatever, but I feel like there is an equal give and take in some area. And it is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, so you could definitely be dealing with a earth sign. There's a lot of earth energy that's here. I also see fire that's here, and definitely air. A lot of that, yeah. So, yeah, Knight of Pentacles does talk about something that is going to move slow and gradually build up to, you know, more and more. It could start off like very slow, but it's going to lead to something that's very, very stable and gives you longevity. You know, whoever is coming in is not trying to do like a fly-by with you or an in and out type of energy or a player type of energy. This feels like somebody who wants to commit. So they're even, you know, very skeptical about giving their coin or giving their value or investing into this, because even they want what's right for them. So you guys are definitely mirroring each other in the same energy. All right, let's go to your fairy card. We do have the Strength card, which I like this Strength card right here. If you want to take a second to look at this image. Very nice. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yes. You have the grace and inner strength to overcome the challenges that probably will arise when it comes down to this level of abundance that's coming in with this soulmate. But you will overcome it, obviously, because you have the World card here. You have the Ace of Swords, which talks about a victory, clarity, forward movement, rebirth, transformation, all the good stuff, Sag. So yeah, happy birthday. Like, I'm definitely feeling like that's about it when it comes down to your energy. If you guys did resonate with that, you can like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. Like always, that helps out a lot. If you're looking for a personal reading with me, you can check my description for the details. I will be opening up personal readings in the month of December. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Later.